Indian Prime Minister is expected to hold a cabinet committee today at 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, in roughly an hour and 15 minutes from now, where the Indian Prime Minister will be holding a cabinet committee meeting. And my colleague Siddhant Sibal is standing by with more information. Siddhant, over to you. What is the latest on this? All right, we'll try and connect with my colleague Siddhant Sibal. So this is the latest bit of information that is coming in, where the Indian Prime Minister will be chairing the Cabinet Committee meeting later this evening, roughly at about 6:30 p.m. The Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh was expected to make a statement in the Parliament earlier today, but that, of course, has been deferred. He'll be making a statement in the Parliament tomorrow. And at this point of time, the latest information that has come in, although not officially confirmed yet, is that 13 of the 14 people who were on board the chopper are no more. There is one individual, and according to reports, he's said to be a male and has been admitted into a hospital for burn injuries. And this is the latest bit of information that has come in. And you can look at the visuals in terms of how difficult the terrain is for the rescue officials to, in fact, reach to the area where the chopper has crashed. And according to reports, the nearest navigable road was about 10 kilometers away. And these rescue officials had to walk all through that terrain to reach the area where the chopper has crashed. And this is what is left of the chopper. It went up in flames in the aftermath of its crash. And the rescue officials have managed to pull out the bodies of all of those people who were on the chopper at the time that it came crashing down. The chopper was just 7 minutes away from its destination. This journey from Surur to Wellington, if it had been done by road, it would have taken 3 hours. By a chopper, it would have taken just about 25 minutes. It's a very routine sort of a chopper flight, which we expect that General Bipin Rawat would have taken many, many times in the past. But the question that, of course, will be asked is, we're talking about General Bipin Rawat, the man who is sitting at the apex of India's defence establishment. It is his chopper that has come crashing down today. This has to be a wake-up call. At this point of time, it is still very early to, in fact, conclusively say as to what may have gone wrong with the chopper, the Mi-17, that is considered the workhorse within the Indian Air Force for transporting people. This was a VVIP chopper. We would expect that this chopper would be absolutely top-notch in its specifications. We would expect that it would be maintained really well. It would be manned by a crew that is very, very proficient in its job. With all of these factors having been considered, it still remains to be seen as to have a chopper that was flying no less an individual than the Chief of the Defence Staff of India, General Bipin Rawat, has crashed earlier this afternoon. A tragic incident. It has taken place at the Kateri Tea Estate. This is 7 kilometers away from Coonoor. And General Bipin Rawat was on his way to the Defence College in Wellington to deliver a lecture at the Defence College. And it is during that time that the chopper in which he was flying came crashing down. At this point of time, there is no official confirmation on the fate of the 14 people who are on board the chopper, but there are reports that are doing the rounds that say that 13 people who are on board the chopper are no more, and one male has been admitted into a hospital for burn injuries. This is, of course, the latest bit of information that is trickling in. This is a developing story. More facts are awaited, more official information needs to be put forth by the government. And my colleague Siddhant Sibal is with us. Siddhant, this of course is a very tragic moment in terms of how it has happened and in terms of what has happened. It is a chopper in which the Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat, who was travelling, it is this that has crashed. There are reports that say that 13 of the 14 people are no more. Is there any official confirmation at all by the government on this?
Well, there is no official confirmation by the government. Of course, sources are saying that 13 are dead. But the Cabinet Committee on Security is going to meet at 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time in about 1 hour's time. This is the top security body meeting with the Prime Minister, the Indian Prime Minister also present. We know that the Indian Defence Minister is going to make an official statement tomorrow in the Parliament. But of course, the country is waiting with bated breath over the status of the top chief of the Indian Forces, the chief of the Indian Forces, CDS Bipin Rawat, someone who of course is well respected, and someone who of course has in a sense brought about a lot of reforms in the Indian Forces. There are already many reforms which are in the annual, but the fact that he was present in the helicopter which crashed is something that has been confirmed by the Indian Air Force in a tweet. We also know that the Indian Air Force chief has been asked to rush to the crash site. Also, we know that when it comes to the entire development, the Indian Defence Minister has briefed the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the entire development that has transpired all through the day. But we are, of course, right now waiting for the official word by the Indian government on the status of the Indian CDS and also what happened, what was the cause of the incident.
Absolutely, indeed, Siddhant. Thank you very much indeed for joining us and getting us all those insights there. This of course, is a developing story. And if you're just joining us in this broadcast and beyond, this is what has happened since this afternoon, where a chopper, an Mi-17, in which India's Chief of Defence Staff was travelling. He was on his way to Wellington, to the Defence Staff College there to deliver a lecture. His chopper has crashed. 13 of the 14 people who were on board the chopper, we are given to understand, according to reports, are dead. This has to be confirmed officially. But the terrain where the chopper has crashed is an extremely difficult one. Remember, this is a part of the Nilgiri Hills. And the crash has taken place near a tea estate. It is the local tea estate workers who spotted the chopper that crashed and then immediately alerted the district administration, post which the rescue operations began. A shocking and a tragic incident that has taken place earlier this afternoon at about 12:20 p.m. near Kunnur in Tamil Nadu. This is at the Katari tea estate where the chopper has crashed. The nearest navigable road is said to be about 10 kilometers away from the crash site. And rescue operations are still underway. The wife of the CDS, the Chief of Defence Staff, Bipin Rawat, was also with him on board the chopper when the chopper came crashing down earlier today. Now, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh was expected to make a statement in the Parliament, giving us updates in terms of what has happened with this incident, but this is going to happen tomorrow. And at this point of time, there will be some DNA analysis that, of course, will be done to identify the remains of